used to love me like a sister. You used to hold me like a friend. We used to share a master bed. And we used to...
Hello, lovelies, and welcome into Conscious Talk. We are here to talk to you today about just whatever comes up. Mercury is in Aquarius, so there is an understanding of spiritual alignment here, of course, always. That's who we are. But whatever we talk about is what we talk about. Come on in and join us and see if you can get some of this enlightenment that we have to give you.
What do you think, sis? I'm taking notes while we're doing this. I'm taking notes because as we get to talking, I'll be getting some crown loads on some like creative art projects to do.
Yeah.
And it gets my juices flowing where I can, create some digital art, which I have been posting lately. So I love it when we have these conversations. Let's get Aquarius, okay? Let's get Aquarius.
Yes. Let's be in a safe space where the Aquarius can spill all their water. And if we have to spill it onto each other and other people come in and get a little bit of it, then they'll see what we're about. It's not about the money.
It's not about the Benjamins, baby. Is that what we're saying?
Not about the bag. It's not about some of this worldly stuff that people love. I am very airy, so this earth magnified stuff is not really my jam. But I do understand that other people do like material stuff. And me, I just like to fly in the clouds.
By the way, I'm very earthy as hell. So I want you guys to pay attention to how we are two beautiful Aquarius women, but we are very different. Have the same message, but we have our own taste, our own flow of information. So take a look at us. You can tell who's the most airy Aquarius on here. You can tell who's the most down to earth Aquarius over here, because I'm just over here chilling.
I love the fact that we can get on here and actually show people that no two people are the same. I don't care if you have the same zodiac sign, which is your ego, or the same ascendant. We are all the same in the fact that we are here.
Ashe, we all got initiated to be here too.
Yes, we are all here. And we are all enduring this experience for what it is to each one of us.
All of that, sis, because we are each little gods experiencing many different experiences.
Yes, we are a portion of the Creator. It said this. You know what makes me so passionate is because how did even the religious people miss that? It says it in the Bible. It says it in the Quran. It says it in every religious text that is out there that we are a portion of the Creator.
Well, sis, how are they going to see it if they got all these blindfolds like this? It's blind in that sight.
Because there's a couple of know-it-alls right here that know, and we're telling, and everybody needs to get you a know-it-all, because for some reason we know things that people don't know, and because it's not in a book.
Yeah.
Because I haven't written the book yet, doesn't mean that is not true.
I love how you said yet, sis. I love how you said yet. That's the power of manifestation right there. Yet. You know what, sis? This brings me back to a time where I was just sharing something. It was like, motherfucker, how you know that shit? Because it actually happened like that. And I was like, it's just in me.
So when we talk about, yes, I want to talk about Aquarius because Mercury has moved into Aquarius and my Mercury happens to be in Aquarius. So if you all get something from this. Not that I'm trying to embellish myself. That is never what I put myself out there to do. But I do want to tell you how things work based off what I know, and then you use it for you.
Ashe.
Aquarius is the I know.
Everybody should know that. Take note.
Okay. So if there is any Aquarius out there that has never been called a know-it-all, what are you doing?
Probably hiding under the rocks, sis. We ain't
You
that
could
shy
go in, what
though.
are you doing? We have been called know-it-alls. They try
Baby.
to say that Capricorn is the know-it-all, but Capricorn is not the I know.
No, that's not Capricorn. That's definitely
No,
Aquarius.
that's Aquarius.
Definitely Aquarius.
So when we talk about this day and age that we are in right now, if you don't know, then you can't see it.
All of that. What let's say if you don't know, now you know, especially coming up.
Right, you can't see it. So
Yes.
why is it good to have a good Aquarius in your pocket? Because we already know. As soon as we say I know, and whatever follows that, you're going to see it.
And what we say when people come across Aquarius is this: we're their karma.
Oh yeah, we're gonna mirror you. When you see the memes that say Aquarius won't do this and Aquarius won't do that, Aquarius will mirror you in a heartbeat. We don't like to do it, but we'll do it. And for the most part, people who have Aquarius in their family don't see that Aquarius for who they really are. They see them for who they are, thinking or mistaking it to be the Aquarius. I'm tired of that mirror. It's shattered down.
Be out here projecting and carrying on, knowing
I'm
deep
done with
down,
that.
knowing
I'm
deep
done with
down
that.
it's you, knowing
I'm
deep
done with
down,
that.
yes,
Yeah, I'm done with that. But we do know things, and to have an Aquarius give you a sound Aquarius. First of all, you got to know if they're sound, because some of them aren't grounded, some of them aren't sound, but that doesn't mean that they don't know something. You just have to know if what they're telling you is right for you.
Yes, it has to resonate. Don't take everything, not just in Aquarius in general. Just don't take everything for face value with anybody says. If it resonate with you, figure out why it resonate. But if it doesn't, just let it scoot on by. But we always say do your research. Do your
Start
own
asking
research.
questions.
Very much so.
Sometimes, so I was listening to this podcast, and this guy was talking about how, and we've done a podcast on this.
Okay.
About book knowledge versus lived knowledge.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
Yes.
You can only have the knowledge and understanding if you read the book.
Yes.
To live it is to understand how it works, what it does. It's like taking apart a clock, not knowing what the heck each piece is, and then putting it back together to see how it tinkers, how it moves. That's living life.
That's the experience.
If you live it according to the way it should be lived.
Yes.
So spiritual practice should be yours. Somebody wrote a book on what you can do. So you try it. And it works or it doesn't. And then you tweak it for your own. Nobody on the face of this planet, reality is identical.
No, not at all. So just like you practicing, some people still practice like magic, like candle magic and stuff like that. There is a ground-based way of doing candle magic. Once you get that understanding, make it your own. You can do your own sigils, make your own candles. You ain't gotta go to the store and buy no candles when you can get some wax and make your own candles. Because this one gentleman that I would watch, he's a scholar, his name is Bobby Hemmett, and he talk about the most powerful magic is your very own magic. So I'm gonna put that out there. Just thought I'd put that out there.
Okay, so look, with Pluto in Aquarius, and sometime this month or in February, there's going to be 6 planets in Aquarius. Goodness, good Lord, for the child born under all 6 of them planets.
Baby,
that's a lot.
Yes. Yes.
That's a lot of Aquarius. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. We already.
Man, it's a lot of Aquarius. But anyways, I digress. Going into this season of Aquarius, and then the rise of the Aquarius era, being in Aquarius, and then seeing.
Sis, and aren't we're in the Aquarius season right now?
I think the sun has moved into Aquarius. I only know about Mercury right now, but I want to say it did, unless Yeah, it should be at 0 degrees Aquarius.
Yeah, I'm a. Why you saying that? I'm gonna do my
Look
little.
it up. Yeah,
Yes.
it should be. Um, if that's the case, then there's my sun and my Mercury lit up
like a mug.
But we're going into what they call the fire horse. And I'm speculating here, but this is what I see it as. Saturn and Neptune in fast-moving Aries is fast-moving thought process streams. Neptune stands for what? Dreams, the dreamy state, thought process, understanding. Whatever goes on in the mind frame, that's what Neptune basically governs over. Saturn is discipline, but a lot of people, from some of the research I've done, I've found that Saturn brings things from the thought state into the three-dimensional state. And I don't think people really give thought to how our realities really, we create them, because somebody had to think of a certain idea before it actually became a tangible idea.
Very much so. Everything that we actually had, like your hat, sis, you had to think of that idea to do all of that, to bring it in fruition. Every single thing, to the chair, to the house, all of that, even children.
Yes. We have to create the understanding. You have to want a house before you can have a house.
I got a story on that. I got my house.
You definitely have to see yourself having it before you can have it.
Yes.
You just went into it willy-nilly. It could be one of those things that's a willy-nilly problem.
And I want to add to that. It says we're entering. We're not quite there yet, but we're entering in Aquarius.
I know it'll definitely be there tomorrow.
Yeah, because the cusp are right. The cuffs are today, and I got a cousin whose birthday is today, and I got another one, his sister's birthday tomorrow. But what I want to add to that manifestation, when you got to see, I view our emotions as our navigators. Feel yourself in that home. What does that feel like when you in your new home? What does that feel like? How happy are you? Like, how you feeling? How you decorating your house? How does it look? Like, stuff.
Where does your moon sit again? I always ask you this.
What'd you say, sis?
Where's your moon sit?
In Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep going.
But no, that's basically the gist of it. Like, when I manifest, I not only see myself, I'm thinking, what am I doing in my home? What does my home look like? How is the feel? Is it, do I have plants everywhere? How do I want to decorate it? What type of people do I want to have if I ever want to invite them and stuff like that? Because my home feel very, very light. So I like to keep it that way. So I wanted to add that as a portion of manifestation too as well.
Yes, you're right. Some people have to feel it. Some people have to visualize it. Some people have to actually speak it. And some people are supposed to just do.
That too, yes.
And that brings us into this fast-moving Aries phase. Aries is the baby and the leader of the zodiac, so they move without thought. Okay? Think about when kids just do. They don't think about what it is. It seems cool, so let's do it. You didn't think about the whole process of if I do it, if this goes wrong. So we're moving into that type of situation where it's going to just do. And then, but it also goes with the saying that I've always said, and when you take that leap of faith, don't look for nobody to catch you. Catch yourself.
You got to.
Why? Because you had that thought. You jumped off that cliff. And the first thing you should have thought on your way when you thought you were going down is, I got me.
All of that.
I got me. Because if you wait on somebody else to catch you, you're definitely going to fall.
Yes, which is why it's very important for you to trust your own fucking power, dude. Excuse my French. But it's important for you to trust your divine entity and not rely on other people to pull you up. I mean, I'm not saying don't ask for help, but just know you should always Yeah, you should always
don't jump thinking that there is going to be help.
Yes.
Jump knowing that you are your own help.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and because sometimes when you're the first one to do something outside of the people around you, they don't know how to help you. Mm-hmm. Because they only know what they've seen, mm-hmm. or what they already knew. They don't know the new stuff because the new stuff is all up here in your head. It's not in everybody else's.
You might find something on YouTube University.
Or come to Conscious Talk, where we're going to talk you into being able to believe for yourself, yes, that there is nothing that needs to be believed in other than the metaphysical stuff that's moving around us that we have not brought into reality. That's right. Because there are people who say they believe in God, but they trust man more. How do you believe in God and then you trust man's ways more? I don't understand that.
Ain't no sense, huh? Math ain't mathing, huh?
It ain't. I trust that God is gonna protect me and take care of me and this and that and other, but then the government said go get this shot and you ran for it.
Oh, come on, sis. Have you seen like how many people who were like acting real crazy when someone didn't walk in, they didn't have no mask on? I was like, oh my God, ew, they're disgusting. I was like, what are you guys freaking out for?
It didn't seem like it was just the dirty man that was getting it. It was anybody was getting it. I mean,
anybody that got these shots got it. That's what it was. Anybody that got the shot.
We have to ask ourselves, being here, is it really what man says, or is it what you say it is for you?
All of that, not sure.
We let too many people paint the inside of our boxes. Okay, if you're gonna put yourself in a box, at least pick the color.
Good one. What's your favorite color? So let's start there. Yes, get your keys back, family. Get your keys.
You see what I'm saying? We're letting somebody tell us there's only one way to live life when, one, there's not only one color on the face of the planet, there's not only one language on the face of the planet, and none of our birth charts are exactly the same.
Not at all, because that's our blueprint that we should be following.
You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, and you're an Aquarius and I'm an Aquarius, but we have different placements in our personal and different placements because of the generations we were born in our societal planets, what makes you think that we're all going to live life the same?
Come on, y'all. Come on. And since you second deacon and I'm third deacon, I looked that up.
Yes, I'm definitely a second deacon.
Yes.
And so, look, the human experience is something that we're all sharing. We're all having a human experience. We're all spiritual beings that came here to have a human experience. The Creator wanted to see if at some point we could all just get along.
It don't look like some of y'all doing too good in that department.
No, we're too busy dissecting ourselves because you don't want to live the way I say you're supposed to live, so I'm gonna have some problems with that. Are you serious?
All of that. We looking in other folks' windows. Ain't got no business being over there.
If you're not paying enough, you got to be on a bird's eye view of your life and only your life. You can't be looking over like, well, they got such and why they got such and such. I don't have that, you know.
And then since you don't know how or what they went through to get what they got,
most people don't.
Like, I want to be like you. You don't. Yes, you don't know the story.
Tells you the sad story of you got to go from rags to riches, but you don't, because you paint your own picture. You get to write your words in the book of your life. Matter of fact, go ahead. Sis would say it. Start the journal. Go to Walmart. Go to Dollar Tree. Get yourself a book and put on it my book of life. Write
it down, baby, and watch how that shit works.
Yeah.
Because a pen is a powerful weapon, sis. That's your wallet right there.
Nobody on the face of the planet has your experience because you're creating your experience based off of who you are.
Ashe, sis. Ashe.
If you don't believe me, look, I wrote something down. I told sis I was going to read it to you all. The human experience is a spiritual experience. From the day you take your first breath, you've already called the Creator's name in your life. That's just from the time you go, right there was the very beginning words of the Creator's name. So you've already breathed in the Creator. Okay, so you breathe that in and out. No matter if you believe this or you don't believe this, no matter if you have a spiritual practice or you don't have a spiritual practice, life is a series of thought reality, like a fingerprint.
Mm-hmm.
No two realities are the same.
Not at all. Not at all.
So if you took your first breath and that was the beginning of the Creator's name, you had to breathe out the last part of it. So you don't have to be somebody that prays or says you believe. You breathe. And every time you breathe, that's a constitution of the fact that you are and forever will be a portion of the Creator.
Ashe, sis, and that right there is a form of initiation in itself. I do see some people be looking for validation, and especially with this mainstream spirituality and stuff like that. Folks want to, I gotta join this group, I gotta join that group so I can be initiated, not knowing that they've already been initiated. You get initiated throughout your life as you evolve. And another thing, when you said no two people have the same reality, this takes me back to you know how parents can have more than one child. Not all of your children are going to have the same personality, and I've actually heard some parents say they don't have to discipline all of their kids the same because they're so different, if that makes sense. Yeah,
you shouldn't discipline all of your kids the same because they're not all doing the same things.
Yes.
Their reality just as well as the parent. You get to see each one of your children, but each one of your children are looking back at you, and they each see something different.
They do.
They don't all see the same thing.
Nope.
We don't all see life the same way.
No, we don't.
It's, we're all different sets of eyes, different understanding, different programming, different belief. This is why I don't believe in common sense. Because based off of the dynamic of where you grew up and the dynamic of where I grew up, common sense is different. Mm-hmm. There's no such thing from California to Florida. Common sense is all the same because it's not.
Of course not.
Even from one next door neighbor to the other.
Totally different. If I were to walk across the street right now, my neighbor's house probably would look different. He probably runs his house differently than mine. He probably greets his family different. Like, yes, we're not supposed to be the same. No. You don't want to be the same because how else would you learn from each other if we're the same?
That's the thing. We don't like differences. We want everything to stay the same. But if everything stayed the same, it would be boring.
Very much so. Did you hear me say yuck? Yes, very much so.
Yes. Yes. But we can't get over our differences because we are supposed to be what people consider the same. And we are
because
we all breathe.
Yes, that's it, breath right there give us the interconnectedness.
That first breath that we took coming into this earth connected all of us together. We breathe.
Yes.
We breathe. And with that internal breath, it takes care of everything else for us.
All of that in your birth chart, when the Creator was like, I want to view myself as this avatar or this person or however you look at your physical vessel. These are the blueprints of how I'm going to see life with this avatar. These are the blueprints for this one.
This is the best time to be able to see the Creator create. Or see the Creator within yourself create.
Yes.
Because from this point on, anytime you look out at life, anything that you don't like, you should be like, why did I create that in my life?
Yeah. That you gotta.
Now, don't get me wrong. Some experiences we have to go through. You can't learn.
That. You can't just have book experience. You got to have that life experience too.
Life experience, yes.
Yes.
And anytime something is new, it's complicated. But anytime we need to learn something, it gets complicated. And life says, wake up. I'm still here. I need you to learn this.
Yes. That's basically what we're here to do on this planet. It's an earth school, and we're basically learning. We're supposed to learn, especially who we are on the inside. Learn yourself, study yourself, decode yourself. Who are you? Who are the people around me? How can I communicate with them by understanding, their placements on their birth charts and stuff like that? Build a harmony.
So what I love is when people say I don't line up with me and my zodiac sign. We don't line up. You want to know why? Because you're not on the right side of that planet.
And sis, reason why that is also because this is a strong maybe, because I know it's true. A lot of them don't look at the dark side of things.
That's why I'm saying, yeah. You don't know because you only know what one person told you it was. And most people will be like, oh, I don't like my zodiac sign. Why not? Because so-and-so said such and such. Who cares what so-and-so said about such and such? Go figure out what your zodiac sign really stands for and who you are and the decisions you make, and go past your ego and learn your emotions so that when they start to kick your butt and you're not understanding why, you can figure it out.
Shout out to so-and-so, whoever that is. Because, when you view all of this, is how we was talking about this Saturn return and stuff like this. Everything that's transpiring right now, that you're going through right now. I look at the Saturn return it's like a final exam or something. In the sense, like a final exam.
Into adulthood.
There you go. Come on.
Yes. And if you don't pass, then you get to keep going through it until you do.
You just better make sure you learn it.
And I hope you are. I really hope you are. We got to stop allowing people to tell us what we're supposed to do in our lives. It makes no sense.
Yes, get y'all keys back. Get that.
It makes no sense.
All of that.
You got people that are put here. Let's take your Capricorns, for example. Strong Capricorn placements. They're going to have these over-the-top understandings on work and what it is that they're supposed to have, because they're bosses. And they are bossy sometimes. On the wrong side of Capricorn, if you're on the negative side, you're bossy. You want to tell people what to do. You want to micromanage them. You think they're supposed to do it your way. They're not supposed to have any understanding. And that's okay. That's okay, but that's the dark side of that planet. On the light side of that planet, you know how to get things done. You know how to make things get done. You know how to speak to people in a way that gets them encouraged to do things, and you can run a tight ship very quickly. Most people only know the negative sides of the zodiac signs. Most of them don't have a clue that there's a positive side.
Well, yeah, and that's due to mainstream as well, pushing that knowledge out there a lot.
Why would they want to do this? Society doesn't want you to understand who you are in a dynamic sense, because when those planets move, you're supposed to move with them. Society wanted to keep us in a box so that they could make money off of us. But if you really believed in the creator, you would have known that something was wrong with the way society was pushing us around and telling us what we're supposed to do.
I love your analogy on if we have limits for driving on the road, especially if you're conscious with driving and stuff like that. Why should you be held accountable for some of the laws? We're truly free. Why are there, I love that.
Yes, why are there so many rules that keep us bound in a box, and if we break those rules, it's money out of our pocket. So it's almost like a unruly parent who doesn't really care for their kids, but they have them.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to discipline you every chance I get so that I really don't have to deal with you. You see what I'm saying? So the kids, they stuck in the corner because I don't want to sneeze, I don't want to cough, I don't want to move, I don't want to do nothing, because if I do, and that's how we've been living life.
Yeah.
That's how we've been living life. Society pumps out all this material stuff, and you want. Eyes bigger than your stomach. Is that what happens when you get a plate of food that you can't eat?
Yes, and then you sit down and you're like, damn, I can't eat all this. I needed to go. Yes. And then I ain't trying to pick on nobody, okay? But, thinking about this, I would see like these nice cars with these decked out rims. And then I look at the house and I'm like, that thing look like a shack.
Yes. Priorities. You thought about having a car because everybody's going to say, oh, nice car. But you didn't think about making the house and the car match. Got it. That's your personality trait. But look, don't be the one to complain about certain things because you made the wrong decisions in the wrong place. Let's really sit down and educate ourselves and understand, why did I make that decision? I knew it wasn't the right decision, but I'm trying to make sure that people see that I have. Who cares what people see?
And when you start asking yourself that is the beginning of you understanding yourself. Now
there you go.
You have taking control over your own thoughts, of your own mind. You damn near getting your keys back. God damn it, you already got them back. Keep having those thoughts and start holding yourself accountable and understanding yourself. When you will catch that cycle that you keep, being on the waves on, and you're like, okay, I've been on this wave, this cycle for too long. I see why I can move forward with this.
Yes. And I understand that there are a lot of people who, first of all, this is going to be a lot to digest.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I remember when I came out of one thought process into another process, like I forced myself to start believing what somebody was saying, meaning that I was listening to somebody that was encouraging me. Yeah. And because the encouragement was just like, I've never tried that before, and I really need something in my life to change.
Well, for me, sis, I didn't really have to force myself. It was like I would see something, I'll read it. I like to read the description. And, if I felt that it resonated, I'll take a look at it. And I've always trusted my instincts with that, and it would always come out to resonate.
Like I tell a lot of people, I had a strong religious background.
Yeah. Yes.
So changing one religion to another religion changes a whole thought process.
Very much so. And you can see how that is.
And going from one religion into no religious barriers at all, just a spiritual understanding. That's a whole nother mindset.
Would you say the mind was like stubborn in those moments?
No, it just takes a while for you to be able to see the changes. You see what I'm saying? But if you want to actually see your life change the way you see your life. But that's not easy.
It's not.
Especially when you, okay, so take it like this. Somebody who's in a strong program, they get up, they go to work. They go to work, they do whatever they're supposed to do at work. They get in a car, say their routine is they go to the liquor store, they pick up some beer, they get in the car, they go grab them something to eat, and then they come back home. They shower, they sit, they watch some TV, they drink them a beer, they eat. They do this over and over and
it's
over.
Exhausting as hell. That's exhausting as hell. Yeah.
But when you're trying to, how do you change the routine? Because you have to change the routine in order to see life changes, right? You first have to change it up here in your mind. But you also have to understand which belief is keeping you where you are. Is it, I'm just comfortable, so this is okay? Yeah. Or is it a belief that's saying I'm not better than this? This is all there is to life? There's a belief there that's keeping you stagnant from moving forward. Most people don't know how to isolate that belief.
That's true, sis. I've came across a few people, and then I had this thought a few times myself, in the past, am I even smart enough? Am I even good enough to do what it is that I'm doing? And I had to check myself on that, because I'm like, yeah, you are. So where you supposed to be.
If we break it down, there's no such thing as being smart. Man said either you made A's in school and you were smart, and you or you didn't make A's and you were dumb. It has nothing to do with that. We were already put here enlightened.
Yeah, we were. Remember, we said we were initiated the moment we,
yes, the moment you took your breath, you came into this life with everything that you already needed. The only thing is that we need parents to kind of nurture us, not to discipline us and tell us what is right and what's wrong, but to kind of guide us. But we lost the guidance and we went into the strict programming.
Okay, we came people away from nature too, sis. That keeps people away from, connecting with nature as well.
Of course. Of course, it keeps you in that box that you didn't even pick the color for. And you think as long as you walk that tight and narrow, that you're good. But we were born free. Man put shackles on us.
Very much so.
The Creator didn't. The Creator said, I'm going to put you in a garden. I picked this up on a podcast today. He said a garden. And he's right. Earth was a garden that we deplenished.
Sis, I love that you're saying this. Did you see my recent digital art recently?
Is it on social media?
I'll send it to you, sis. I'll send it to you. But there's a portion in it where you can see a woman coming out the roots of Earth. And then she transformed into like this green goddess with, skin, because she's connected with nature. And you saying that, I was like, I just literally did like a visual art thing on that. Like,
I love it. Wait until you see what I'm going to connect to the one that you already did.
I'm excited for it. I've been
giving bits and pieces of it away though, but just underminedly without saying anything. But we were put here in a garden. And we became scavengers. We decided to tear up our planet and make differences because somebody had darker skin or somebody spoke a different language or because our hair is different. We pit ourselves against each other for the differences instead of being able to see that together we're stronger. We're united. If we're all united, nobody can come in between us, no matter what color your hair is, no matter how silky straight or how coily tight it is. That shouldn't be a big difference. The point should be is that, can we get along here? Can we feed and clothe each other? Can we live in harmony? And every day could be a party. Yes, we're going to have rifts. But how we handle those rifts in this life is going to be how we deal with the circumstances.
I was going to add, because again, as you talking, I'm getting like crown low. So I'm like, that reminds me of the movie Ants. I don't know if anyone here seen the movie Ants. It's an animation movie. And the part where the grasshopper was talking about, if one stand up to us and they all stand up to us, that's our food. They can outnumber us and stuff like that. So I was thinking about that. I would sit outside sometimes and I would watch the ants, how they work together as a team and, build their community together. So nature tells us how to move and work in unison and harmony with each other. We just have to pay attention.
Right. It's time. It's definitely time.
It's been time. It's past time.
To take back what it is. Yeah. To take our lives back, man. Stop playing.
All of that.
Spirit didn't put us here for no reason. He put us here for a reason.
Of course. Most definitely. You're supposed to be.
I'm going to get off my soapbox now, though, because I feel like I'm talking a lot.
Well, sis, we're going back and forth from adding to it. We're having a conversation. I'm enjoying it. So we're on the same page here. And like I was telling you earlier, I had also posted another video about the root chakras, and I was speaking on the different types of root chakras and how most people will, ignore the Earth Star chakra because they don't either have the awareness of it or there's some ancestral stuff that needs to be taken care of, or initiative type stuff that you go through life. And I was sharing, you gotta address the earth star chakra. There we go. Get it out. We gotta, address that so that we can have like a solid foundation. You gotta know where your power has a place to land. You can't just have it floating everywhere. That's why it's important to ground. And that was what I was speaking on, because a lot of people don't talk about descending their power to ground, to the earth, so that they can ascend safely up through the crown and the eighth chakra and all that. Everybody's chasing crown experience through mainstream spirituality that you see. I wanna have this ascension. I wanna open my crown chakra and all that stuff, and you skipping all the other stuff that you need to do to prepare yourself so that you can properly ascend. That was the message that I was putting out earlier.
What if the understanding is not even to ascend, but to set yourself up for the next life?
Hey, you won't know unless you ground yourself, because the earth has the ancestral intelligence. You can get all that information there. So you got to ground yourself to know.
Yes, we do. Because society has stripped us of everything we're supposed to be doing, everything we're supposed to have, all the knowledge that is already encoded in us, the information that's already there. You know how to live your life. You just got too many outside influences telling you what it's supposed to look like.
Yep.
And now you're confused. It's time to remove the outside influences, go within yourself, so that you can have exactly what it is you're supposed to have.
Yes.
It's not billions of dollars for some people. It's not high material items. But no matter what level you are, you can understand. And now I understand why a lot of our low income areas are not as clean. Because, and I'm not, so this is me telling the truth. I have not always been the cleanest person in the world.
That's fair, sis. You speaking consciously, though. That's fair.
I hated cleaning. I didn't like washing dishes. I could care less if, my thing is I'll get to it. I'm going to get to it. It seemed like I just did not have the energy to deal with certain things. And for the longest time, I blamed it on my parents because I felt like I was their maid. What I realized is that one day I said, how do I make this an enjoyable experience for me? Because I didn't like the clutter. I just didn't know how to declutter my house in my head first so that I could declutter my house. I never knew where to start. It was easy to get it dirty, but I couldn't figure out how to get it clean.
Long story short, sis, basically what you're saying, audience, listen. Basically what she's saying, you change your environment also.
Yes, change my mind. Change the way I looked at it, change my mentality about it. And then next thing I know, I keep a clean house because my mind is clean.
Yes.
So if you live in a dirty environment and you feel like, oh my gosh, why does it look like this and that? Your mind is clean, but now you need to project that out.
Outward, yes. And I'm telling you, when you do that and you start to feel the heaviness that you don't think it was heavy, but once you start to remove what was stagnant, it's like, man, okay.
Yes, it's time for people to start sitting in their lives and saying, what needs to change?
All of that.
And then how do I change it within me?
All of that. I would say ask yourself a few questions. What is it that you want for yourself? Why do you feel that you have to follow in somebody else's shadow? Have you always felt that way? It's okay if you have not, because that means you have your own individuality. Go back to that. Go back to that.
And pull your birth chart up and start figuring out what your planet, your ruling planet is, what your zodiac sign stands for on both the dark and the light side, which means you're going to probably have to read more than one resource.
Yes.
Which is fine.
Yes.
But you get to define who you are for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to define what your zodiac sign looks like for you. Not for so-and-so who's telling you it's da-da-da and this and that and other. Because most people say Gemini are two-faced, but Geminis are not two-faced. They are dual energy.
And they are the sign of communication as well.
Very much so.
Very much so. Sign of communication.
So know that there is a dark side and light side to each planet. Remember, the sun shines on one part of the planet while the other part of the planet is dark.
Mm-hmm.
That's the shadow side.
Come on now, we got day, night.
So we're both dark and light.
Oh yes. You get to determine that. You get to decide
once you learn what your moon sign sits in, how to deal with your emotions, how to understand your emotions, then you'll know that why do I need to exude so much energy into somebody else when I can pour all that energy into myself?
Ashe, that's what I said when I used to work for the corporate world. That's because I was like, hold on. I'm making somebody else's manifestation come true. I could do this for myself. I can do this. Let me get up out of here. I got too much going on up here, too much creativity to be working in somebody else's, area. I got this for myself because I got me. I trust me.
Most people would be like, well, how do I keep this roof over my head? If we stop buying the houses, then what happens? I'm always thinking like that. Stop buying the houses. We can build our own.
I said, why didn't we do what Canada did? All of them stopped paying their rent. Like, oh, they did that in unison? That's
because right now we've got tyrants running around acting silly and pointing guns at people.
True. That's true. That is definitely
true. Right now we've got they trying to keep us in shackles, and we're like, take them shackles off my feet so I can dance.
Come on now. I just wanna move on.
Yes.
Do my own thing.
They don't want the Aquarius understanding to really come up because one, we're humanitarians. Two, we are rebellious. Some of us have too many. Our Uranus runs real close in our blood. So being rebellious is something that we are known for. We are also known for the very quirky and weird.
Oh yes, that's my favorite part about being me. I love it. I love it because it was like, who the fuck is she? She cute and funny. I love it, sis. I love it. It's fun over here. It's fun over here.
Where we all have our different version of weirdness.
Yes. I don't know if I told you, sis. Yes. You remember when I went to this event where it's like a paint and sip, but we was color and sip, and I was meeting these young ladies, and I was telling them as an Aquarius, I'm a very weird individual and I love it. And one girl was like, why would you call yourself that? And then before I could say anything, this other girl, she's a Virgo. And I was like, I picked that up on you. She was like, no, because I get her. Weird to her is not a bad thing. Weird to her is a good thing. It shows that she has her own, her own uniqueness. She's in her own skin. She loves who she is versus your mindset because how you think weird is. No, weird for me is a beautiful thing. I don't want to be like everybody else.
I met this lady in Walmart, and she was talking about knitting and crocheting, my yarn and stuff. And she was like, I don't know what yarn to get. So we got to talking. I told her what I was doing. And she was like, well, what colors would you put with this? And I told her, I said, look, I try to wear every color under the sun.
Ashe, see, you're going to have to show some of them pieces, man. That sweater you making with the color. I love that color too.
All at one time. And I told her, I said, no, sweetheart, I'll take some other colors and put with that. I said, there's no such thing as tacky when it comes to color. They all start with 3 colors.
Of course not. And didn't all colors come from black anyway? So what does it matter?
No, so you got your black side and you got your white side. So you still got your light and your dark side, but they derived from three colors: red, blue, and green. Those three colors, everything else comes from those. Every other color. And if you take those three colors and you mix them in 1-to-1 ratio of each other, you get brown. So brown is a neutral color.
Looks pretty. I love the brown lipstick, by the way. You know, I like the light color lipstick sometimes, but it's something about those dark color lipsticks that we put on and just make the skin just pop. It's like chef kiss. Like I just love it. Like I really feel like I'm that one, you know, when I put on.
I think
I'm
we
having
all
to
I
change
think
some
we all
makeup.
see, like I said, we all see things just a little bit different. I love how you like that.
Yeah.
And I think, but see me, I see color on certain people, and I think that this color is amazing for them because of their undertones,
Yeah.
So those
You
I see
definitely
some
gotta
that like.
specify, yeah, with that, because
Yeah,
not
I
everybody can rock certain colors. So
some people can.
I
You
said
just have to
not
have a
everybody can
no,
rock.
you're
Yeah.
right. You just
Yeah.
have to know which ones complement your skin tone and the undertones,
Yeah.
not the overtones. Um, but yeah, I think it's time for people to really it's time for us to, there's no right or wrong way to do spirituality.
Not at all.
What I will say is don't rain on somebody else's parade when it comes to it.
Because it looks
If
different.
stepping into spirituality is through societal understandings, then don't follow society. Go get your own understanding, your own wisdom, your own knowledge. Live life, because that's what we're here for. Living life. If we only got one life, we're wasting it, not living it.
And this is a thought that it came up to me. Damn. Let me really back. Dang, it was just here and I was about to ask about spirituality. Oh my goodness. He just said, okay, I'll come back. I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. It's like, dang, I was just about to ask. Oh my God. But oh my goodness, sis, I don't forget what it was I was gonna say. Damn, it was a good question. It was a good question.
I think it's time. It's definitely time for spirituality to be something that people practice.
Got it.
Go ahead. I figured it would.
Yeah, got it. So I look at spirituality as well, like having your own sacred understanding. When you look at your birth chart, I look at that a sacred practice for yourself. You know, it doesn't have to be plastered out all over social media. Now, if you're meant to teach, of course you got to know the balance of what to share and what not to share. But I do notice that with mainstream is, we want to overshare sometimes, and some stuff is just sacred to you.
Yeah, I look at mainstream as being a good way to get people to segue into it. But mainstream or societal ways will also get you trapped in religious practice so that they can keep controlling it. And that'll be a way for them to be able to keep selling the things that they're selling, to keep you in that mindset of, I've got to work to be able to have. But when you truly get into an understanding of belief and understanding of who spirit is, why we're here, what we're here for, nobody can stop what spirit has for you. God, Buddha, Allah, whatever you want to call the creator to yourself, that's up to you.
Oh, shame.
But trust and believe that if you ask for something and you believe you can have it, it will deliver. You just have to give it the time. You can't be sitting there rushing and saying, oh my God, it's not here today, it's not here today. You're holding the wrong end of the stick. You've got to be a person that doesn't really want for it, and when it comes, and you're grateful. So what I would tell people to do, it's time for gratitude. Give thanks give thanks for breathing 100 times over.
Shay. Belief makes things real.
Yes, and start questioning some of the things in your life that you really want to change. Why is this like this? Why is this the same? What do I need to change to make my life look a different way? How do I get to this point? Don't tell yourself, well, I don't have a degree, so I can't know. No. We're not in the
titles
telling ourselves what we can't do. We're finding out what we can do or how we can get around the red tape that's already in place. And it's not about breaking laws. It's about letting spirit tell you a way that can get you around it so that nobody's harmed, nobody's touched, and you're not breaking a law. It's just a loophole that's there.
And it's your way that is uniquely designed for you.
Yes. It's time. Let's do this. Let's live in a community where we all eat. Where we all share different experiences, different knowledge, and then you go out there and you get the wisdom, because I can only give you the knowledge. The wisdom comes by living it.
Shay, and sure, anything that we're telling, why you do that? Anything that it's got the little motion thing and it flips. Anything that we're sharing and you want to know further about it, if we ever provide books, go and look up the knowledge yourself. I know AI is very strong. Have a balance with utilizing AI, but still go out and read a book. Go out and enjoy the sun when it's not cold.
Yeah, and learn how to use your own AI, please, because yes, we do love AI on these computers, but think about it. Telepathy is one of those things that nobody can take away from you.
Not at all.
If you learn to communicate with the person that's closest to you without speaking, think about how powerful that is in times of where you can't speak, but you need to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And because English is so universal, everybody kind of understands English in some way, shape, or form. Telepathy is a very good way of communicating with somebody without even having to speak, but they know you're talking to.
I love it. We got to practice some of y'all, because I can do the quiet game. I'm real good at that. Some of y'all need to silence yourselves, because you're talking so much you can't even hear what your inner thoughts are trying to tell you. It's trying to answer you, but you're just talking too much. Allow yourself to sit in silence sometimes too as well, so you can hear what's going on.
You definitely need that, because spirit is always guiding you. It's always telling you what it wants. If your emotions, this is something that I wanted to tell you too, if your emotions are offset, then you and your spirit are offset.
Yeah.
If you're not happy or in neutral, then your spirit and you aren't in alignment. If you're depressed, anxious, always, oh my gosh, what's next? Why this, that, and other? You and your spirit are not in alignment with each other. Our spirits are here to give us everything we want. Ask, and ye shall receive.
You better command that thing, God damn it, and have gratitude. And have gratitude.
Yes, you have to have gratitude, because if you don't, then your spirit doesn't know that you're grateful for what it's already given you. The fact that it gave you breath was the first step for you to be grateful for. If you can see with clear eyes, then you should be grateful for that. If you can hear all of these little things that we think are, oh, this is a necessity, I'm supposed to have. No, you're not. You're not. And it can be taken away from you.
Yes. I still don't have AC, central air and heat. We bumping, thriving well here. We doing good.
Yeah. It's freezing cold up here where I am, and I'm doing good too, But we're each on a different level, but we're grateful for being there, because I know what it's like to have been in a worse place.
Yes.
And even if you don't know what it's like to be on the bottom, everybody shouldn't have to touch the bottom to get to the top.
Yeah, because some people were meant to experience to guide others.
Yes, but I do understand touching the bottom before moving to the top, because to see the bottom will make you very grateful for what you have once you get to the top.
Come on, sis. Speak it, y'all. And you know what my spirit is telling me? Go on and get my ass off here and get something to eat, because I am hungry like a mug right now, sis. I am hungry like a mug. I am enjoying this conversation. Yes, family. Thank y'all for joining us. I hope you got something out of this. You know, I'm not going to say hope. I affirm you got something out of this. Sister, was there anything you want to say before we close it out?
No, you got it. I think I talked enough with my Mercury and Aquarius talking, but
see how she utilized her energy, family. Until then, family, find your light and then fix your crown, family. Peace.
We would disco down.